Alright, peace family, what's going on? Welcome back to the Boxing and Fitness channel. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so recently a lot of people have been coming out and been speculating that now Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis fight could be more interesting because they believe that Gervonta Tank Davis, who is he's 27 years old. He got 27 fights, all wins with 25 KOs from Baltimore, Maryland. He's with the PBC Mayweather banner, and he's like what, the WBA regular lightweight champion and the WBA super lightweight. I think, is he still? Did he vacate? I don't know if he vacated or not, but a lot of people believe now that it'd be a good fight, and the reason why he's saying that is because Shakur Stevenson last fight that he just had 2 weeks ago with the guy Conceicao, who was 33 years old from Salvador, Brazil, who was a former gold medalist in the Olympics. He was 18-2 with 8 KOs. He was 5'10" and a half with like a 70-inch arm reach, orthodox stance, and he gave Shakur Stevenson a real good tough fight. And I mean, it was a head butt inside of his clash, but at the end of the fight, Shakur Stevenson's face was like real bruised up and everything, and I think that's where a lot of people were speculating that it would be different. Like I done seen from Ryan Garcia to like even promoters and trainers. I think I heard Tim Bradley even say it, like, you can't, the stuff that he did with Conceicao. I know I'm butchering his name wrong, but he won't be able to do that with Tank, because if he do, he gonna end up getting real beat up real bad, or even possibly stop. And you know, I think he just did that to show, that he can just move forward and just bang with you, because a lot of people are just talking about him and saying that he don't got a lot of pop, because he's, what is he, 17-0 now with oh no, I'm sorry, he's 19-0 with 9 KOs. So people are like questioning his power, but you can't question his boxing ability, his thinking, his think tank, and he always say how he's smarter than everyone. So I think he just needs to stick to that. Now I understand that people want to see exciting fights, and bang and bruises and all the excitement is at the 135 division. But I think he just need to be smart about it. Like, don't just go away from your bread and butter, what made you who you are, the Shakur Stevenson you are. Because I've always been rooting for Shakur, personally. Every time, like I just had recently, was having conversations about this potential fight between Shakur and Tank before Shakur even fought, maybe like a month or so ago, and I was telling the person, I'm like, Shakur, I think he can beat all of them if he played it smart and uses IQ. I think he'll beat all of them. It won't be easy, but I think he'll beat all of them. And I think Tank is tailor made for him, for real. But if he go inside there trying to bang and all that stuff, then I don't think that would be a real wise decision for Shakur. But honestly, I don't see Tank stopping him. A lot of people, for some reason, they see Tank stopping Shakur, whereas though I don't see it happening. I don't. Even if he did one, which would be hard to kind of believe, because you would think that that would be the only way he can win, and that's kind of the point. I don't see him beating Shakur. However you look at it, like I said, I think it would be a tough fight for Shakur, because Tank ain't no slouch, not by means. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but a lot of people seem to think so, which is good, because That's something that we want to see. People can be mouth start watering and clamoring for the fight. I would love to see that fight. I probably even go there. Start getting my journalism up, start doing some interviews. Maybe I can see a few fighters and promoters and so forth and so on, coaches and everybody, little boxing um, experts as they say, and get it popping. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. And what do you think about them fighting as far as now? Do you think that that's something that we may can possibly see? Maybe 2023? Maybe like the end of 2023? I think by the end of 2023, 2024, no doubt, we should start how they hyping up, fights between Ryan Garcia, Tank, and all that stuff. I think we need to start hyping that up between Tank and Shakur. I think that's especially if they both undefeated by that time, and they still around the same weight class. They ain't even got to be in the exact same weight to match them up. People been doing that with Canelo and Triple G before Canelo officially moved up to 160. People was doing that with Floyd Mayweather before Floyd actually moved up to 140 and then 47 and then 54. People was doing that with Andre Ward before he actually moved up to light heavyweight to fight Sergey Kovalev. People was doing that to Jamal Charlo, even though he still ain't moved up yet. It happens. Terrence Crawford, prime example. People been talking about him and Earl Spence. Well, I think when Terrence Crawford was still a lightweight, because people just knew, they seen it. So, and I see this will be a potential fight too. And Shakur, he's already mentioned that he thinks that himself and Tank are both special fighters. Like, it's one thing I can give Shakur credit for is he always give Tank his props. He give him, and he always say that he think Tank is a special fighter, and he think that them two will be a great fight, especially if they both keep hitting the course they're hitting. So we'll see. Like I said, I would love to see that fight. I would like to see how it play out. I don't think that he gonna be looking like beat up Martin like a lot of people be thinking, but just like Terrence Crawford did with Kaviaskis, I think Shakur felt like he can do that with him. But with Tank, just like he said, he's a special fighter. He's not going to be walking forward trying to walk him down and all that. He'll probably only start doing that if he later on the rounds, if he can frustrate him and see that he got something. But in the first few rounds, he's going to play it smart. They both are, because that's how much respect they got for one another. Because they both know game. I always say this: game peep game, and real recognize real. And they both know that they both real ones. So I would love to see that fight. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that, based off of Shakur's last fight and him moving up now to the lightweight division, is it a bad idea him going after Tank? Do y'all think that Tank will, KO him, or at least, beat him to the point where he's all bruised up and battered? Or do y'all think that, like I said, Shakur was just doing that with that guy because he knew he can, and he'll play it better with Tank, and it'll be a good fight, and maybe Shakur might win or whatever. Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit the bell notification icon. That way you'll be notified every time I upload the latest and greatest, and I will see you on the next one. Alright, peace.